for this workout, we have one bench, 15 kilogram barbell, 4 45-pound plates, 235, 225, 215, 210, 25, 2 2.5s clips, and a 20 kilogram barbell. We have a squat rack set up for a bench press height rack, and 2 wall balls, one for men and one for women. For the lifting portion of the workout, there will be 2 barbells that are optional for use. You have a 20 kilogram barbell and a 15 kilogram barbell, otherwise known as a men's bar and a women's bar. You may use them in any combination you want, and the whole team can load the weights any way and any time that they want. However, the barbell that is not in use must remain behind the plates with the remaining athletes for safety purposes, while only 1 bar and 1 athlete is on the platform during the lift. At the beginning of this workout, on go, all 4 teammates may come out to help load the weight, with only 2 teammates, 1 male and 1 female, beginning a 3 rep max hang clean. That is no squat required. It is a 3 rep max hang clean. So on go, all 4 members come out to the course. They may load the bar however they want. Once the first lifter is ready, the other 3 members must be behind the plates in order for that lifter to begin lifting. They may add the weights any way that they like. They may take the entire time to do it or not. Once both lifters have finished their lift and time is up, they will immediately start. Once both lifters have finished their lift and the time is up, they will immediately begin the other 2 teammates, 1 male, 1 female, making their way over with a bench. The next 2 lifters now have the remainder time to work on a 3 rep max bench press. Once the bench press time limit is reached, the bench will then be moved inside the rack where it will stay the remainder of the workout, and 2 barbells will now be set up. The men's bar will be brought to the additional bar, which is where the snatches will be performed for the next workout. After the first portion, or the lifting portion, is completed, there'll be a 2-minute rest, which is when the barbells will be loaded for the new weights for the snatches, and the weights for the wall balls being brought out to the course. After the 2-minute rest period is up, the team will begin 200 wall balls for time. Excuse me. The team will begin 4 times 200 wall balls, 150 power snatches, and 100 toes to bar 4 times. It's a team chipper, which means 1 person can be working at a time, but all 4 people have to do at least 1 rep of everything. So we have a men's wall ball and a women's wall ball. We'll have a target extended from the rack that you must touch the front of the target. So we'll go through our wall balls. After 200, we can switch any way we want, in any order that we want. Guy, guy, girl, girl, guy, girl, doesn't matter. After that, then we all move on over to the power snatches. Again, you may break the reps up any way you like, as long as 150 reps are completed from the ground to overhead. There is no squat required. It must go from the ground to overhead. So we have 4 teammates, breaking up the reps however we like. Once the 150 total reps are completed, we move back to the structure for our toes to bar. We have 100 reps, and they can be completed in any order you like, as long as every team member does at least 1 rep. Alright, for the hang clean, the barbell begins on the ground, must be lifted to the hang position before the rep may start. Now the rep may start. The barbell may be lowered, but it may not be lowered below the knees. So that is a good beginning. Go ahead and go down too low. And that is a no rep. Stand back up. Alright, so he begins his 3 rep max hang clean, so down and up. Squat is not required. but it does count. As long as, do another rep. What we are looking for is that the elbows are clearly in front of the bar once the hips and knees reach full lockout and the body is extended. So let's do a couple bad reps. Bring it down too soon. And then there, no rep, no rep, no rep. And then do it fast, but do it correctly. Good rep. Good rep. Do it with the squat. Good rep. All right, for the bench press, to begin the lift, the spotter, which you must have one spotter at all times, the spotter may help unrack the bar. Then, while the athlete is performing the lift, the spotter may not touch the rep. The bar must make contact with the chest at the beginning. So go down to that contact. Must make contact with the chest at the beginning, and the arms must be fully locked out at the top. So, go ahead and go down when you don't touch. That is a no rep. You can go down all the way, but don't come all the way up all the way. That is a no rep. And back up. If at any time I touch the bar, that is end of the sequence. That is a no rep, and you must re-rack it. This is purely for safety purposes, making sure that the spotters are being used wisely. So let's go ahead and do 3 reps. That is a good rep, good rep, good rep. That is 3 reps. At the end of 3 reps, now I may help the bar back to the rep. If an athlete has a no rep but does not need help from the spotter, so it does not touch the chest, let's do one where you don't touch the chest. So if the athlete does not touch the chest and comes back up, they still may continue working, they just don't get credit for the rep. They have to get 3 reps without the spotter being needed. For the wall ball begins with the ball on the ground, but the rep begins with the ball in the arms and the hips clearly below parallel. You can get it to below parallel any way you want. You can clean it. You can stand up with it and then squat, or you can squat and pick it up as long as the rep begins with the ball being held and the hips clearly below parallel. The rep ends with the ball making contact with the front of the plate. All right, for the power snatch, the bar begins on the ground and the rep is completed when the bar is fully locked out overhead. So beginning of the rep, we're going to go yet. End of the rep. We're looking for a straight line of the bar over the heels with the knees, hips, and shoulders and elbows completely locked out, the bar directly over the heels. The bar may be returned back to the ground. Once it makes contact with the ground, the next rep may begin. Let's do a couple bad reps. It is a no rep, so if the bar does not return back to the ground, so that again, that's good. The bar did not touch the ground, that is a no rep. Go back to the ground and don't lock it out. That is a no rep. Do it again. That is a no rep. Lockout was not achieved. For the toes to bar, just to clarify, this will not be the height of the bar. This is just its demo height. But you may get any help or get to the bar any way that you like, as long as your feet are off the ground and not in contact with any other object when you begin the rep. All right, the rep begins when the feet are clearly behind the pole, and it ends when the feet both make contact simultaneously with the bar. Good rep.
Any bad rep?
Yeah. Bad rep, no rep. Do it where you don't come back down past the pole. Stay in front of the pole. That's a good rep. That is a no rep. The feet did not come back behind the pole to begin the rep.